So Colorado is working to establish psychedelic healing centers after voters decided to decriminalize magic mushrooms in 2022. Now, in the meantime, the first psychedelic church in Colorado has opened. Church leaders allowed Denver 7's Colette Bordelon inside to see exactly what's going on.
Well, I've lived here for 10 years.
In this community, just outside Colorado Springs.
Why are we here in Colorado Springs? Because we need to be here.
The homes are what you expect.
We still live in the shadow of this conservative ideology.
What you don't expect is what happens inside this home.
We're not a healing center. We are not a medical facility. I am not a medical professional, and I do not offer any medical advice. We are a church.
A psychedelic church in Benji Desival's basement that's grown to more than 300 members since February.
They can come because they want to partake in natural medicine, but that's not a requirement to be here.
The natural medicines provided include psychedelic mushrooms, mescaline, and DMT, all grown or extracted here. Some substances can be taken home with the members.
Now, a light dose of DMT can last 3 to 5 minutes.
While DMT must be done in the communal space.
Like me, uninhibited by my anxiety, my depression.
The members say they don't just come here for the medicine.
I don't partake in 90% of the things, and 90% of the natural medicines, but even my therapist has seen the progress I've made.
For them, it's more about community.
It gets you excited to be you and make life around yourself better because you end up valuing yourself.
The church comes after Colorado decriminalized substances like psychedelic mushrooms for people over 21.
I am not here to profiteer. I am here to save people.
The substances cannot be sold. They must be gifted.
There's a little globe that opens up that people can make cash donations in. So there is never any intent to make people feel like they need to donate.
Desival is no stranger to criticism of the church.
I've been called all kinds of fun things, but we're doing too much good for me to become derailed by it.
Instead, saying he wants to invest his time into his community.
This is not about a powerful me. It's about a stronger us.
A community you may not expect here in El Paso County. Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
And going in depth here, the church does not, as you heard, sell psychedelic mushrooms. That would be illegal. It does accept donations. And Denver 7 talked with State Rep Judy Amabile, who sponsored the bill to legalize shrooms, to better understand how this church can operate here.
If they're tithing and they're also getting product, I'd say that's a gray area. Like, how is that different from, I don't know, taking communion at a Catholic church and then being asked to put something in the basket? As long as the people who are members of the church are not required to pay anything for the product, then yes, that would be legal.
Amabile tells us the Natural Medicine Health Act will likely be revised over time, just as we have seen with marijuana legislation.